Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, welcome. My name is Veronica and I make videos for mamas and homemakers alike in all things cooking, cleaning, and decorating. In today's video, I am sharing with you how my husband and I decorated our front yard for Halloween. We are Halloween decor junkies and we absolutely love creeping out our house to make sure it is the best house in the neighborhood. So I can't wait to show you how it turned out. If you like these type of videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below for me. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss one of my future videos. I'm starting off by putting in these Tiki torch lights that have skulls on them. These are actually a DIY that my husband and I made last year. All we did was cut little holes out of the top and bottom of each of the skeleton heads and just slid the Tiki torch on, and then I used a little bit of hot glue to make sure they were nice and secure. I also used some paint to make them look a little bit more distressed. And to me, they just remind me of that vintage and voodoo feeling I get when I'm all around the New Orleans area.
So lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you.
So my husband pre-dug all the holes for these, and what he does is he uses PVC pipe to make it so the Tiki torch themselves can actually go in and out quite simply, and it just is a really cool hack and it works really well. So we lined both sides of our driveway as well as the front of our yard with these, and then we're going to use some faux chain that we grabbed at the Dollar Tree to make a little bit of a fence.
So lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you. Jump into the car on a Friday night. I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town. I've never seen a sky so blue. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking
The next thing that I'm going to do is create a new headstone using the same pink insulation foam that we used to create our DIY crypt. If you missed that video, make sure you check it out. I will have it linked down below as well as in the upper corner here for you, so you're able to check that out too.
Ain't nobody like you. Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter. Maybe you taste different. Hold up, baby. I can sit beside you while you're going on your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego, your ego.
Once I did a light sketch of the shape that I wanted, I'm going in and just doing a deeper press of the shape so that I know exactly where to cut with the box cutter. Once the box cutter cuts are made, it is simple to just snap the insulation out of it. Unfortunately, I didn't do quite deep enough cuts and I did end up cracking it, but due to the nature of the project, I think the cracks actually give it a little bit more creep factor.
Missing all of your adventures. You're all alone. Hold up, baby. I can sit beside you.
I am using a soldering iron to add the details, so I'm just putting in a little bit of filigree as well as our saying and the year to make this a genuinely cool and creepy headstone. If you don't have a soldering iron, you can actually get the same effect just with the tip of a hot glue gun. So just something to think about. The insulation foam is not necessarily expensive, and this is a really easy way to do DIY headstones and other projects for your front yard decor.
Oh, here it goes, here it goes, here it goes. Oh, here it goes, oh, here it goes, oh, here it goes, here it goes, here it goes. With his humble act and everlasting.
Using multiple colors of paint, I was able to achieve a pretty cool looking stone effect for this gravestone as well.
Couldn't face the truth that maybe you're just not that nice and humble kind. That would be a lie.
Once it was painted, I did go ahead and glue the broken pieces back together so that I could keep that creep factor. I wanted to keep the cracks visible and obvious to anybody passing by.
Sipping on toast with his humble act and everlasting ego. Oh, here it goes, here it goes, here it goes. Oh, here it goes, oh, here it goes, oh, here it goes, here it goes, here it goes. With his humble act and everlasting ego.
And while that is drying, I'm going to go ahead and head outside and help my husband hang up some skeletons. So he is very creative when it comes to Halloween decor, and he does some really cool over-the-top things like hanging skeletons off the side of our house. So here he is just going ahead and hanging this one to make it look like he is hanging by some handcuffs or trying to break out of his prison.
Does it all become for granted with a wedding ring?
Lighting is so important when it comes to Halloween decor. So here I am changing out our front porch light bulb to a flickering, creepy, haunted light bulb just to give even more of an eerie effect.
There must be a reason, and a little bit of faith has got to come my way.
Over the past years, my husband and I have created multiple different headstones for different people in our lives. So here I'm just setting up one of our sides of our graveyard and doing some decor over some of them to give them even more of a creep factor.
Work every day. Oh, and if that someone makes you smile and leaves you with a scar, don't let them tell you what you feel or who you are.
We like to utilize ground breakers just to make it seem like there is more dimension to our graveyard and it also just adds even more of that skeleton and Victorian vibe to what we are going for.
There must be a reason, and a little bit of faith has got to come my way.
On the front porch, I am going to utilize my trusty vintage table here to do a small little vignette by the door. So I'm using some creepy fabric as well as some netting to give some texture, and then I am going to get to work decorating.
It all to you for too long.
I grabbed this metal jack-o'-lantern bucket a few years ago, and I normally use it to hold candy, but I thought this year I would do something a little different. So using more of that creepy gauze fabric, I'm going to add in some skeleton pieces, including hands and bones, to make it look almost like a voodoo pot.
And a little bit of faith has got to come my way. Has got to come my Has got to come my way.
Another piece that we have that I just love is this towered skull statue. We grabbed this thing at Costco, I want to say probably 5 years ago, but not only is it beautiful, it lights up and it even makes creepy noises. And here I'm just finishing up our graveyard using some more of our vintage looking gravestones, and I'm going to use cinder blocks to hold them down. We do live in a very windy area, so if we don't secure our decor really well, it will fly around and get messed up.
I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder.
Our outside decor takes us at least 2 weeks together to put together and make sure it is where we want it to be. So while I have been doing all of the small tasks around the yard, my husband has been doing some more of the major tasks like getting our crypt set up and also making sure that our skeletons are all hung properly. Here is a look at the finished product during the daylight. We have skeletons crawling all over the house. We have a huge graveyard in an awesomely life-sized Halloween crypt. I could not be happier with how our front yard looks this year. When the sun goes down, it is time to light our tiki torches and give it the utmost effect. So here is a look at our decor as the sun is going down and in the dark. And that is the end of today's video. I hope you love our decor as much as I do. Remember, if you haven't already, to go ahead and subscribe and tell me down below in the comments if you're new. I would love to get to know you. I will see you all in another video. Bye!